Hey up, and welcome to Callum's Corner, live. Brought to you from Bristol this evening, sitting here, windows just by me, just waiting for a couple of people to log in now. Oh, it's been a nightmare this evening. Bloody, as a caregiver, one of the responsibilities, one of the things my mother enforces on me is that bloody Veruca care. Once every week. I've had it for about 3 years now. It's disgusting. So I've been doing that. Hey, look, there's a few people logging in. Lovely. Here we go. Tic-tac starts, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. All of you. There's been a fair few more tic-tac messages than I thought there would be initially when I made that video. 100,000 more, but I'm coming for you. I've got a system now. I've organised it into groups and I'm coming for you. Over the next week, a new group of you each video. Specky uni lad group. Thirsty bitches group. Coming after you all, don't worry. As I say, I'm not a man to let a slight go by. Anyway, what was I going to talk about tonight? I'm waffling on, as I want to do. The physical aspect of love, of course. Now, I guess one of the things to get straight when we're talking about this is consent is everything. It is key. It is, as a feminist myself, it is so important to stay respectful. Consent. And for me, I go one step further. I record consent on my phone. And I've actually got a e-document that can be signed. Some people say that's going too far. There's no romance in it. But, actually there is, because there's a clause in my contract that I wrote myself, which guarantees that until the woman has had her pleasure, I will keep at the job. So there's a promise for her there. Kind of a laurable, kind of a lure for her. So yeah, I've got that I've got that clause in the contract for her pleasure. And it's a 14-day period. At any point, the woman can pull out of it in my contract, like a cooling off period. And after 14 days, we'll just take it casual and, maybe ditch the contract at that point. Happened recently, actually. I tried to get a girl to sign it. We were getting on really well. She kept saying I was really funny and stuff. I didn't know about that. I was just giving her knowledge and stuff anyway. She said, "Do you want to come back to my place?" And I talked to her about the contract, and she was having none of it. She just walked off. But that's the price you pay, isn't it? And that's the price I'm happy to pay, because of my feminist views. Anyway, so we were going to talk about the physical physical act of love. First of all, fellas, relax is a massive part of it. You've got to relax yourself into it. You've got to make love with your whole body. Forget about just your winkle. Your whole body is an erogenous zone, and when used properly will make her whole body an erogenous zone. You want to be sliding, I'm sliding up and down, moving all around. And a few people have commented on the shininess of my head, and that's because of the cocoa butter that I use on myself every day. So if I'm ever in a situation where I'm going to be in a physical act of lovemaking, the cocoa butter allows me to really kind of slide around. That's not just with another woman, even when you're on your own, you can, just enjoy all of your body if you're kind of slippery and slidey. So you're going to want to do that for a while, really, until you're in tune. It's, and only then do you take it up to the next level. And this really is your time to shine. You've been like Muhammad Ali on the ropes up until this point. You've only been faking what you can actually do. And this is where you go for it. You're talking about, I hear it all the time, G-spot. Well, I'm talking about A, B, C, D, E, F, I'm talking about the whole alphabet spot at this point. You are bringing it all out. You are doing the absolute 110%, giving it your all. Magic. Absolutely magic. The magic happens there. And once you've done it that well for the first time, yeah, you've made quite an impression. So there's some little tips on the physical aspect of love for you. A little sup of my water. What have we got going on here in the little comments? People asking for shout outs. Hey up, Erin. Thoughts on vegans, says Tom Temp. I've got some very strong thoughts on vegans. Posers. All of them posers. And they've got this ridiculous argument about letting all the animals not be eaten or do anything with them. And my argument to that is, what do you think is going to happen if we all stop eating cows and pigs and stuff? There are literally millions of them on farms at the moment. What, you're just going to set them free? They're all going to get eaten by predators. Pigs are delicious. They will be scoffed by wolves and stuff. So why is that better than a nice little life that they're having on a farm? Nice little life they're having on a farm. They're happy they're getting fed all the time. Vegans have not thought this through entirely, have they? And they love to talk about how they're vegans. If you want to believe that, that's fine. But you keep that kind of radical view away from me. Just like, with religions, there's a certain point where you've got to say, that's your view, but don't enforce it on me. Like those kind of bed and breakfast owners who will not let homosexuals stay at their bed and breakfast. I mean, what are you on about? That's outrageous. We live in an inclusive world. Your religious belief is your own. And vegans are just like that. Oh, I'll come round to your house for a cup of tea, but you won't give me milk. It's ridiculous. And I've said it before, that what they try and give you instead of milk, almond stuff, the juice of a nut is not milk. I was going to have a little look through the comments, wasn't I? Ed Foster shout out. Hey up, Ed. It is great to have you here. Lewis agrees with me on the vegan thing. Excellent. Chicken Nugget says Nat Mills. Well, that's appropriate for the vegans. They're probably having a little cry at the moment, using their tears as lubricant. They love attention. So, it's pathetic, isn't it? Absolutely pathetic. They're like terrorists. What else have we got on here tonight? Hey up, Neil. Lots of ticky-tacky comments. Ridiculous. What else have we got going on down here? Did you shake your tic-tacs at me, says Terry Ann. I did not shake my tic-tacs at you. I'm going to be coming after you all with your mocking in a series of videos. Don't you worry, there's just been more of you than I thought there would be. But that's no problem. Got the system organised, got you into groups. Spasmoids. I like almond juice, but it's not milk. That's fair enough, Chloe. It's not milk, is it? I'll tell you what, almond juice, I had it with my cereal, my muesli one morning, and it was actually quite exotic and nice, but it's not milk. It's not milk. You have not milked a nut, have you? It's got no nipple that is coming out of. You've just squeezed it to death. And where are you drawing the line with your vegan views, is what I want to know. Mike Ramsey, shout out to him. No problem. Harry Scott, how you doing? Hey, it's a Callum. Callum V's on board. Excellent. James Fellows, Spencer, hey up lads, and welcome to Callum's Corner, and to you, Oliver. Connor says I'm now a meme. I tell you what, some of the memes I've been very impressed with. I'm loving my King of the North meme. That is absolutely badass. George Campbell asking to tell you how to pick up women. Done a couple of videos on that already, pal, and I will get back to you, but I'm not going to go into all that tonight. I've already cracked the physical side of it for you. So maybe just your increased confidence that you'll have now, having watched this, will actually help you pick up the women in the first place. Joseph, Travis, Roger's gone. I know, it was your doom. It was your doom. But I've still got another rabbit, Zar. She's pretty lonely though, so I'm having to spend a lot of time out there at the moment, just, stroking her, grooming her as her brother would have done. Thinking of getting a guinea pig to keep her company. Connor wants to know if I like Man United. I'm a Blackburn Rovers fan, and I ain't got much time for Man United, but I'm quite interested in what happens with Mourinho there, to be honest with you. Mark Roberts is in the house. Do I like vegans, says Olivia? I don't dislike them. I don't dislike it. I just don't want it forced upon me. It's fine. As long as they're respectful vegans, and there are some out there. I was invited down to the Isle of Wight a few months ago to live with a vegan family for a week and do a vegan challenge. And I completed it, and I made some awesome friends. So I do have time for some vegans. It's just the spasmodic ones, isn't it? The ones with kind of severe spasmoiditis that you can't stand. Terry Ann, I think I did shout you out, didn't I? Or am I still am I rereading the old comments now? Have a little sip of water. Brought to you this evening from Bristol. I'll give you a little. Oh, look, there's a window. There's some houses. And this, I'm going to show you something here. The shelf is made of OPP wood, which is an African hardwood. And if I was a tree, I would be OPP. It's a strong, burnt orange colour in the middle. A very exotic, very hard, very strong. Lovely. Have a little look for it. OPP. Sounds a bit like the name of the guy from Sons of Anarchy, which always gives me a chuckle. My dance video was 11 out of 10, says Sam Betts. You are a legend, Sam. Thank you very much. Hello, Joe Stanley. What's my favourite song, says Maisie. Oh, that's so tough. So many different songs for different moods. I'll tell you what, though. The most universal music that I found that always makes me happy is the Black Eyed Peas. So many banging tunes, aren't they, the Black Eyed Peas? Actually, tell you what. Let's talk a little bit about music and the act of love. Music can play a very big part in it, and that is one time the Black Eyed Peas that you don't want the Black Eyed Peas on, especially if it's your first time with a lady. The Black Eyed Peas is more kind of urgent and turgid, and you want to be more classy. I tell you what, Joan Armour Trading. Oh, I'm back. Joan Armour Trading, Love and Affection, on repeat as you're doing it. Magic. That song takes me away. I feel like I could dance to it now. Do you know what I mean? That'd be my perfect date. I'm at a do, and Kirsty Allsop's there. She says, I've seen your vid. I don't think you look like a Tic Tac, and I'd like to have a dance with you. Joan Armour Trading comes on, Love and Affection, and we're just twirling. I'm twirling around and round, and I'm spinning and I'm spinning. And it's a little bit like that scene from Titanic with Jack and Kate Winslet down in the boiler rooms, where we're spinning round to Love and Affection, me and Kirsty. And it's very respectful. I know there's no promise of intimacy there. I think she's probably married. If she's not, it's madness. But we're loving it. We're just in that moment, and as she walks away, I just give her a little smack on the bottom. Lovely. That's my dream. Declan Alton News says, do I smoke? Stay away from cigarettes, boys, they're evil. There's absolutely nothing to be gained from a fag. Don't smoke cigarettes. Pointless. What else have we got going on here? Favourite films. I've got many, many favourite films, I tell you. Drop Dead Fred, legendary. Uncle Buck. Oh, you can't beat Uncle Buck. Well, actually, you can with Cool Runnings. Oh, if I'm ever in a blue mood, I will watch Cool Runnings followed by Uncle Buck. Always in that order. It is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. No, I've not been abused, Paul. Ridiculous. I'm not adopting anyone. I'm not doing that. I'm not looking to bring any kind of heirs to my name in yet. They can be a dangerous thing. I've learned from Game of Thrones. Look at what Ramsay Snow did. Ramsay Bolton, my house. Ramsay Snow. Do I pluck my eyebrows? No, I think you can probably see that I don't pluck my eyebrows. They're quite full. But that's, I guess, the price you pay for being an alpha male, isn't it? Kind of full eyebrows. Just move you away a little bit. Oh, it's quite nice, isn't it? Or maybe I should give you a slightly different angle. I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult. Or I could come. Oh, I could just be looking at you like this. This is good, isn't it? It's a little bit more intimate. I feel like I'm looking into your eyes when I'm doing it like this. Can you? Is that better? I can't read my comments now. I'm just going to have a little look. Don't be putting phone numbers on this live broadcast, people. Yeah, people are sharing too much. I'm learning on Facebook. It's scary. It's scary. And, just while I've got you here, I do want to say, don't feel like you all need to battle the spasmoids for me in the comment section or anything. I will take care of them. I'm, working on it at the moment. It will come in my own time. Honestly, it's fine. They're spasmoids, and they will be destroyed. James Fellows, good to have you here. Something Minch is talking about. You're calling me Mint, mate. I don't know whether he means mint, as in you're mint, and he's a bit of a rude boy, or he's referring to Tic Tac thing again. Cocoa butter. It makes you smell great, and it makes you feel great. Constant cocoa butter. Cocoa butter. Wouldn't believe I was 34, would you? Favourite car? That's a difficult one. I like a lot of different cars. Let's go with the old classic Aston Martin that Bond drove. I think I'd kill in that. Boom, boom. Become an actor. Become an actor. Well, it's something I'll consider if the offers came in. We shall see, though, won't we? I don't want to limit myself to playing a part. I think Callum coming at you is quite enough. Maybe I could interview people. Quite like to do a little tour up and down the country, interviewing my fans and different people. Really getting to know what is on my doorstep. My neighbour's out there with her shopping. Where she shopped at. You can always tell how well your neighbour's doing by which supermarket they're shopping at. If it's Asda, if you're feeling pretty good about yourself. If it's Tesco, standard, innit? Sainsbury's, Waitrose or Ocado. You've seen Ocado van coming out. So, alright, and rub it in everyone's faces. Where's my hairline? My hair's there. Lots of hair. I choose to crop it short just so it can't be grabbed in a combat situation. Grappling and the like. Harry Scott. The other way is better, says Oliver. He didn't like the intense eyes. It's a shame. Joe Callahan, King of Bristol. Gregory, good to see you here, pal. Good to see you here. One of the originals. What else have we got in? And I would like to take this moment, any of my original fans who are here, people like Tom Stokes and Isaac and Michael McKenzie and Ben and, even with Landy Dean, and people like Kyle, there's too many names to mention. Sean, especially, Sean. I'd like to give you a massive shout out because you were here watching it from the beginning. Callum's birth. So I'm feeling like the video is probably petering out now. I'd like to thank you all so much for tuning into it. Please do hit the page a like if you haven't already, that's great. And check out my YouTube, there's some exclusive YouTube content on there. It's a smaller audience on there at the moment, only 100 or so people liking my page, and it feels a little bit more intimate to me. I only want 350 followers on there max, so I'm going to stop letting people follow me on there after that, so get in there soon. Some exclusive content on what this whole process did to my bowel movements, and also another side of me with my life coaching with Peter Andre. I did a few sessions with quite recently, so that's quite informative. Check it out. It's Callum's Corner on YouTube. Ashlyn. Declan, you are the geezer. There's some of my famlam on here tonight. Famlam. Spasmoids will pay. I wish I could pronounce your name. Shall I have a little go? It's Batuan Hanguin. I can't pronounce your name. I'd love to be able to pronounce it because you seem like a totally sound person from all that I've seen of you on the site so far. Welcome. Shannon Wass, shout out. Absolutely. I am not a sloth, Craig. There are sloths in Bristol and they reside in the Stokescroft area, and then I'm on the outskirts, the borders of Bristol. Joseph Holgate, shout out. Callum James Grant, good to have another Callum in the house. Max Staines from North Korea, that's mental. I wonder what's going on in North Korea at the moment. I look like the guy from The Incredibles. They probably modelled him on me, to be honest with you. I'm not sure they didn't see one of my videos. I've been going a little while, months. Neil Bell says, oh my God, my missus is listening to this while I'm trying to watch a film. Oh, it's gone. I've lost that comment. It went too quick. But Neil, what can you do, lad? What can you do? She wears the trousers, obviously. Sit back down and give her a foot massage or something. Snapchat. I tell you what, I have just gone on Snapchat for the first time today. No one has followed me on there, and I couldn't get Callum's Corner, the name. Someone had stolen it. But I'm Callum, not a Tic Tac, or Callum Adams, not a Tic Tac. I don't know, one of the two. Callum, not a Tic Tac. Find me, and I'll do some little snapper chats. Oh no. Boom, boom, boom. People couldn't hear me. Move my mic. Oh no, has it gone totally bad, is it? Anyway, move on from that, haven't you? You can't let it get you down when the sound goes bad. Finley Webb, shout out. So yeah, check me out on YouTube. Only 350 followers is the max I'm allowing on that. I'm keeping it intimate. Check out my Peter Andre video about my life coaching with him recently. Callum's Corner on YouTube. And check me out on Snapchat. That's a good thing. Look, watch. Not many people can pop like that off their mouth, and I can do them in different tones as well. Really little ones as well. It's a skill. Yeah. Snapchatters. Callum, not a Tic Tac. Lou. I'm sorry you are Neil's missus and you're making him watch this, poor guy. Roy Hummins, what a legend. Full of comedy, that boy. Fully comedy. He looks fully 62 years old, I'd say, and he's funny as hell. Billy Joe Davis, that is a weird comment. I'm not even going to say it. Fernando. The Isle of Fernando. Maybe I should go on that, actually. Take me out. I think I'd do quite well, wouldn't I? All those lights going on and off. Try a little harder. Good to see you here. Andy Louise and Phil Lodge, he's a helmet. Phil's a funny name. You can go both ways. They can be awesome people, or they can be helmets, Phil's. Lona, hey up. Kaylee. Anyway. Oh, Jordan Moore. Good to have you here, son. I don't want to miss any of these comments, but they're coming in faster You can kind of read them. Snapchat, Snapchat. Ethan's sister's a spasmoid. You look like a pepperami. Oh, it's all going so quickly. It's making me dizzy. Right. It's been great to have a little live broadcast for you. I'm coming after the people who have been giving me the Tic Tac grief. Don't worry. Almost organised now. There'll be a series of videos against each little pathetic group here. Hey up and goodbye from Callum's Corner.